guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this gorgeous golden gold. It's really gorgeous gold smoky eye using one of my favorite palettes from Natasha Denona. It is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I don't think I've used this in a tutorial just quite yet, so I thought this would be the perfect time to do so. And I have this really pretty deep-ish mauve tone lip going on, and I just think this is something different than what I usually do, hopefully. And yeah, let's get into this tutorial. So we're gonna go ahead and prime our eyelids first using my MAC, I was gonna say Studio Fix again, MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Of course, taking my Luxie 211 concealer brush. After we prime our eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and set the primer. I'm going to be taking my Luxie Large Fluff with my MAC Patrick's powder. Also going to go ahead and just dab my brows. Today we're going to be using two of my favorite Natasha Denona palettes. I mean, one of them is my actual favorite of all time, but this is another one of my favorites as well. We're mainly going to be using my Natasha Denona Gold palette. It's such a gorgeous palette. I know her shadows are really expensive, but they are truly so amazing, and I love it. And I also really love it. It has also been in one of my favorites videos. Natasha Denona Safari palette, one of my favorite palettes I own from her, honestly, my all-time favorite. All these colors, I feel like I can really incorporate them into a look that I do a lot. Maybe not the blues and the greens, but everything else I wear all the time, where the colors I gravitate towards, so I do get a lot of use out of it. I'm going to do a look with the palette today. I kind of really want to use this really pretty golden shade, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do, honestly. Or maybe this one right here, gorgeous. So get started. So I'm first going to take my Makeup Shack T50 and I'm going to go in with my Natasha Denona Safari palette. I'm going to take the color Tamarind right here, a really pretty light taupey, how do I explain this? Camel color, very light camel color. And this will be our transition shade. And this is just a very fluffy brush that I've used in my videos before. I'm going to start in the outer corners and just take it all over. This at the moment is the transition shade, so now we're going to go ahead, go in with a different brush. I will be taking my Morphe M441, and I'll be going in with my gold palette. I'm going to be taking this shade right here, kind of similar to Tamarind, but this one is a little bit more cool toned, I want to say. That one, Tamarind, is a little bit more yellow, I feel like. This color is called Aria, right here. And just the same technique. We're just trying to slowly build the depth in the color here, so. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and take this color, which is called Sandstone. So we're just kind of slowly going in deeper and deeper in shade, obviously. So I'm going to take this color Sandstone right here and apply it in the same area and just slowly build the depth using the same brush. Taking it into the inner corner just yet, so I'm focusing in the outer corner and then stopping right here. Go back with the Makeup Shack T50, and I'm going to use what I have left on the brush to blend out any harsh lines. Going in with the same Morphe brush, I'm going to take the shade called Teak, which is this one right here, which is more of a cool tone brown. Now we're starting to get into the brownier shades, and we're going to go ahead and use that with the same brush, same technique at the moment. And I'm just going to tap to lay the color down first, and then I'm going to blend in. And then now we're going to slowly and slightly take into the inner corners. And now whatever I have left, I'm going to go ahead and take get into the inner corners very lightly. And I'll go ahead and take my T50 from Makeup Shack. And I haven't grabbed any additional color yet. I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe M433 and I'm going to go in with the color Log. This one right here, this deep, cool toned, like almost grayish brown. And we're going to smoke this out. So I'm going to take a little bit at a time because, like I mentioned before in my videos, Natasha and Denona shadows are very pigmented. So you want to build up instead of apply too much and you can't really blend it out. Going in circular motions. And I'm kind of using the brush like this. So instead of laying it flat like that to go into the inner corners, I kind of flipped it this way, vertical, right? Yes, vertical instead of horizontal. So you can't even tell on the camera, but yeah, so vertical. And I'm just brushing it up in circular motions. And because I grabbed so little on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and take this into the inner corners ever so slightly. And I kind of want to take a little, my Makeup Shack T50, and I want to go into the shade Dijon right here, this really like dirty mustard looking color kind of. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm going to take just something, literally 2 taps, and I like tapped it off, and I'm going to use that as another transition shade to blend out any further harsh lines. I don't know if you can tell on camera. A clean blending brush. This is a Morphe 504, and just blend everything. Lid shade, I still don't really know which one I want to do, but I think I'm going to go in with the color Kava right here. It's kind of like a pressed glitter, really. It's super gorgeous. I really wanted to go in with this shade right here. What is it called? I think it's called Oro, but I feel like it might be a little bit too yellow for what I want to do. Let's see, I'm just going to take a little bit. That is so pink. I literally lightly dabbed my finger into it. Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Maybe I'll do Oro and I'll mix a little bit of Kava in it. So I'm just going to blend out what I have. I'm kind of going to take it a little bit all over the place. I'm going to leave it like right here, a little past the where my brow arches. Wow, this like little dab I did really just went a long way. So, and I didn't even spray a brush or anything. The Morphe M167. I'm just going to lightly tap the brush and pack it on wherever, because I do have nails and they don't really can't get into the crevices. Go ahead and take my Royal and Lanicle brush. This is the eye shader in BMD 466. I'm going to blend out the harsh lines. Really taking the shade and blending it inwards. You don't want to blend it out so the yellow gets into the outer corner where it has the deeper colors. Take a little bit of Kava and we're gonna pat it. I don't know if you can tell, but it just adds a little bit of shimmer to it. It adds a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of sparkle, really gorgeous, really subtle. Well, I can't find the brush I was originally looking for, but now I'm going to take my Morphe E18. Go in and take the color Log, so the deepest shade that we used, and we're going to go ahead and blend. Pencil brush, we're just going to pat it down, and then we're going to move into a little motions that push inwards. So, it still kind of blends together, because you still want this to be very, like, blended. Sometimes with whatever I have left, and I know I don't really have a lot of color left, I will take it and I will move it in to make it look like the color is hugging the really pretty lid shade. You can go ahead and take the Morphe M433, which we did use log on. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit more. I'm in love, honestly. And as mentioned in my other videos, as someone with hooded lids, I like to, when I open my eyes, you can still see the gold, so I like to apply it a little bit higher than where my folds go, so you can see it when I open my eyes, instead of just when I look down. So now we're going to go on to our complexion, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of highlighter first. I'm going to use my Benefit What's Up. I just like, because I'm the only person that uses this, I just like to really go in and apply it in areas where I want to be highlighted. I'm going to take my Juno sponge and blend it out. It's a really pretty glow. My Too Faced Born This Way foundation again in the color Almond. I'm still like thinking, still getting used to this foundation. I feel like I used to like it a lot more. I don't know. But we're still trying this out because I know I love this foundation, so I'm just applying it all over. I do like this foundation, but I think it's because this actually like matches my skin tone really nicely. Like is the exact color of my neck and everything. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. So I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics brush that I've been wanting to use. Everybody loves it, so I'm just going to blend it. Forehead. I'm going to go ahead and take my Beauty Blender and further blend this out. Applying foundation with a brush, I feel like, for me at least, always gets really streaky, so I like to go in with my Beauty Blender because it really just blends everything out. Now we're going to go ahead and apply some correcting concealer. This is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Ginger. And we're going to blend. I'm going to take my Morphe E28 and blend out my concealer and where my shadow meets. I always go a little crazy blending, so it's nice to just make them like meet together but also very blended. Go ahead and highlight. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the color Vanilla. Actually haven't paired these two together, so I'm like kind of excited. We're going to take the E28 and blend it out just because we did add another concealer. Go ahead and use the Laura Mercier Powder Puff. I have the mini one with my MAC PatrickStar's powder to bake, but I just want to make sure that I don't have any creasing. I've seen a lot of like YouTubers do this, so I really wanted to try just because I want my makeup to last longer, you know. Lightly pat my brows as well. I'm back, and now we're going to go ahead and dust off the PatrickStar powder using my Luxie E49. I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in 220. And take my Luxie Tapered Face 520 and set my whole face. Go ahead and bronze the face. I'm going to be taking my Too Faced the Little Black Book of Bronzers, and I will be taking Milk Chocolate and Endless Summer, which is kind of, I don't know if they still have this Endless Summer one, but it's kind of a little bit shimmery. So I'm going to take that with my Sonia Kashuk Tulip brush and go ahead and warm up the face. My Morphe E4, and I'm going to be taking, I believe this is This is Medium Deep from Too Faced the Chocolate Soleil. I'm just going to use that to contour. And I'm going to pat. You can pat up and like kind of lightly bring it down like that. And carve out the cheeks using my Juno sponge. I like it because this one is very like has a straight line. So I went ahead and dusted the powder off of my contour. I applied some lashes. These are my House of Lashes Iconic Minis. I love them because they're so easy to apply because they literally fit my eye shape and I don't even really need to cut them very much, like at all basically. I used my LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner in Lasting Brown to tightline and also smudge on the lower lash line. And the mascara was Benefit Roller Lash. I also off camera applied some of my Laura Mercier Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder in No. 1 just to lightly dust all over my face. Now we're going to go ahead and apply some blush. I'm going to take my Tarte Big Blush Book No. 3 and I'm going to take the color Peachy and Lavish right here. I'm going to mix the two together using my Colourpop brush. I'm going to go ahead and smudge some color in the lower lash line. I'm going to go ahead back with the gold palette from Natasha Denona. And I'm going to take the color Teak, which is right here. Taking my the Makeup Shack T66, I'm going to go ahead and blend this out into the lower lash line. I like to go in with my Dose of Colors shader brush to blend. I like to also connect the shadow. Now taking my shader brush, I'm going to take the color Sandstone, the color Aria, which is like one of our second transition shade. I'm going to take that and just blend under it. This just gives the look, it kind of like ties it in together honestly. I'm going to go ahead and apply some highlight. I'm going to be taking the Colourpop In-NUDE-ENDO palette and I'm going to take the shade On the Loose. This really pretty like goldeny shade right here. Get my Anastasia A12 I think. Or is it just 12? I don't know. And then I'm going to take my Lexi 231 Small Tapered. So we did just apply highlighter. I'm going to go ahead and set the brows. This is my Kaja Brow Blowout in Soft Brown. And I just like to do set my brows last because then it just dusts off all of any powder that's really stuck on my brows. The front of my brow hairs to stand up. Now we're going to go ahead and set the face. This is my MAC Fix Plus, just the regular one. Okay, so I'm back and now we're going to go ahead and apply some of our lip color. Actually, we're going to first go ahead and apply some mascara on the lower lashes. Nude, maybe Exposed from Kylie and KKW Nude 1. So I'm going to go ahead. I love actually the KKW lip liners. Nude 1 is like one of my favorites. Cupid's bow is uneven. This happens all the time. I'm going to apply the liquid lip first. This is Exposed from Kylie Cosmetics. I haven't used one of her liquid lipsticks in so long. I feel like this is a little bit too nude for me. I'm going to go ahead and take Ashton from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It has like a little bit of a brown undertone to it, so I feel like this goes in, and I'll just do this first. I'm going to go ahead and lighten it up with Ultra Satin Lip from the Bretman Rock and Colourpop collection in She Cute. To do really like this lip color with the love of my tutorial for this really pretty gold, this is gold, right? I feel like it looks pretty much gold. This gold smoky eye. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And don't forget to follow me on my Twitter and Instagram.